there's three groups of people that this really, like, if you fall in these three groups, you need to tune in. And then there's kind of a fourth situational thing. The first one is going to be the folks that have TBI with mental health connected, right? How I'm reading the how mental health is going to be rated, it implies it's going to be easier to separate those ratings, which is great. Okay, TBI is one of those ratings that if you have it, there are some very severe TBI cases, and it only gets worse, right?
Yeah.
If you're 26, 27, 32 years old with TBI, by the time you're 50, you are going to feel those effects, right? So that's a great implication as I read the criteria.
Yeah.
The second one, we mentioned it earlier, is that 50% to 70% veteran. If you are 50 and you have 70% symptoms, increase. I wouldn't even think twice about it. The third one is going to be that 70 to 100% rating. If you have very, very severe mental health, right, especially PTSD, and you're on the high end of 70, I would probably file for an increase. It may not be as automatic as 50%. You may want to look at your evidence and say, hey, here's why I rate 100%. And you could look at the 5 criteria and say, yep, that's 5 points, right? And the fourth one, situational, and let's just kind of blanketly say, it's implied that 100% for mental health is relatively easier now. That opens up the road for aid and attendance, various SMCs, and that is a huge deal, right?
And for those that don't know, SMC is special monthly compensation. It's a whole other rating schedule for veterans who have more complicated situations, right? One of my biggest pet peeves out there is that people think that 0 through 100 is the rating schedule, period. And if you're 100%, that means you're the most messed up that you could possibly be. And it's simply not true. There's the whole other rating schedule, SMC, that warrants either an add-on to your standard compensation, or they just slide you all the way over into the SMC rating schedule, which can pay out substantially more on a monthly basis.